you've got all of these countries now being involved.
Yeah.
People potentially talking about the world system, like a new world order,
Yes.
kind of coming, and a lot of systems kind of being challenged and whatnot. And I think that definitely took place when a couple of days ago we heard, and this was a bit nuts, bro. You're thinking, okay, this war's starting, all right, fair enough. Day later, yeah, we got Khomeini.
Yeah.
What the flip? You got their main guy, you got the supreme leader. Yeah, we got his daughter, right? Got his granddaughter.
Yeah.
What the? He's got a son-in-law, daughter-in-law. I was like, flipping heck, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? It's really bad morale for Iran. But then again, it makes sense that if you're about to start a war, you're only going to start a war if you are in a position of strength.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they were keeping an eye on, does anybody know how they got him?
No.
Through a sleeper cell.
Missiles?
Source.
No, missiles. he said.
Oh, I thought it was like a young man rhetoric, like the source. It was, they were keeping tabs on his bodyguards.
Yeah.
Because the leaders,
Through the cameras, right? Through the security cameras on the roads?
and I haven't heard that. Maybe let me know where you've heard that, because my thing is based on, again, what the West has already declared. And they're saying that because the leaders, they weren't allowed cell phones because obviously they can triangulate and track them. So what they did was they tracked the bodyguards through their cell phones, through their telecommunications, through their social media posts, and they were looking at habits. This is how they got one individual called Jihadi John as well. Yeah. So how they got him was he was very good at covering his digital fingerprint. He was very good at that. However, they looked at his habits. He would go to B, but then he'd go to A. Then he'd go to F, then he'd come to A. He'd go to Z, then he'd come to A. Go to X, then he'd come to A. So they assumed through inference that A was family. It's family at the end of the day that gets you killed. That's in more ways than one. You know what I mean? It's always it's gonna be family. So over there, that's what kind of got him. With Anwar al-Awlaqi, they said pertaining him that he had a friend or somebody from his circle, a revert, and they were like, look, get him a wife. Yeah. And then he was looking for a wife for him because he wanted to get married again, family, woman. And then when they did find somebody and she was going over, they planted her suitcase or whatnot with trackers and everything. And when she went there, they were a step ahead of the game as well. They made her get changed. They got rid of the luggage, put everything in bags or whatnot, and then took her to him. So that was a foiled plot and a foiled plan. So these sorts of things and techniques, I think is very good for some people that are watching. It's so fascinating. Yeah, how they strategize and how they are able to do these things, and the sort of things that we need to understand, because you're only as strong as your weakest link. And this is a principle in life as well.
True.
Yeah, knowing where your weak link is, like you're saying, that this is what we need to do in Ramadan. Our weak link is our connection with Allah. Because if we cannot be bought, we cannot be sold, then ultimately it makes it very difficult to bribe you. And if you're now in that position, you've made yourself in that position, then, and that's another advantage of Ramadan, which is, I don't care if you're addicted to coffee. I don't care if you're addicted to cigarettes. I don't care if you're addicted to, I don't know, your sugar or whatever it is. You're not going to be eating. You're not going to be drinking. Khalas.
Yeah.
And it's preparing you for that mindset that if you are ever in that position, you're not dependent on things. You're dependent on the one. So the question that's on everyone's lips is, did Iran deserve it? Yeah. Did Iran deserve to get bombed? The media is calling it preemptive strikes. Umar, what have you heard about that?
Firstly, I don't think they deserve it. You know, at the end, they were agreeing with everything they were saying about their nuclear enrichment program. And then Trump is the one who threw that out of the window anyway. He's the one who scrapped it.
Okay, that's interesting. So you're referring to something that happened
2018, I think.
Yes. So that was when
because Obama set it up.
It was 2015. Trump left the nuclear agreement. Yeah. And that was where Iran's program was put under UN monitoring. Yeah. And it was only when Trump came and then he ripped it up that Iran started increasing its enrichment. It was only at that time. Very recently, those people that have been following what's going on, literally hours before they attacked, the Omani foreign minister was on US shows saying that, you know what, it's looking very positive. So positive, more positive than even Obama's time.
Oh, wow.
To such a degree, Iran has agreed to Trump's net zero enrichment. And it was at this time that they decided, no, we're going to bomb them anyway. So it's that we need to kind of consider as well. And we also need to consider that, look, they're being attacked, right? There's no worry of Iran having any nukes.
Yeah.
So this proves, the fact that Iran's being attacked proves they don't have nukes. I mean, there's all these memes going around of my main man, Kim Jong-un, North Korea. Him there, and he got sad music saying, you got all the toys, but you haven't been invited to the party. Or him just standing there, and you've got loads of these arrows coming, and he's like just waiting for one missile. Just give me one missile. Just give me an excuse.
Just give me an excuse, yeah.
Let me join this. I'm ready, lads.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
But that's the thing. The nuclear deterrent, a lot of analysts say that's the way to go forward. Yeah. Why has Pakistan not been attacked? Why has North Korea not been attacked? Why is Iran constantly being attacked? Because now having a nuclear deterrent in the 21st century is vital. It's very important. Yes. And a lot of people don't know. You know about Khomeini's fatwa?
What?
You know about it?
Khamenei's fatwa or Khomeini's?
One of the two.
Okay.
One of the two. You know about their fatwa? About nuclear weapons?
No.
It's haram. He gave a fatwa.
Oh yes, no, you are right.
Was it Khomeini who said that? Khomeini?
Yeah.
One of the two.
Destructive.
Yeah. He said it's haram, and they passed a fatwa saying it's impermissible.
Yeah, I think this is Khamenei, the new one.
How
one of the two.
How could it not be haram? Like,
exactly.
Weren't there Muslim leaders that were like crying at night over if a dog dies of thirst under their rule? Who was that? Omar al-Khattab? Yeah,
it would have been maybe Umar Abdulaziz, I think.
Okay.
But Sonny, it made no difference. The fatwa came out. They agreed to the JCPOA nuclear agreement. They agreed recently, but it keeps happening. Whenever they agree to the terms, what then happens? Somebody comes, either rips that agreement up, or it's agreed and they attack them anyway. And what did Marco Rubio say? I think you posted about this, right?
Yeah.
So Marco Rubio, he admitted in a roundabout sort of way, pretty much, Israel forced us.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He said that, yeah. I saw that Matt Walsh guy's turning on them as well, bro.
Yeah, and now they're starting to put out stuff on Saudi
Matt
Arabia
Walsh,
as well.
I mean, come on.
Walsh, yeah.
Like,
You're a bit too late, dude.
It's
like the sun's rising from the west, and he's finally saying,
hey, he's that dude with coffee written on his head. But this time, ironically, we were talking about this, the American Secretary of War, there's a picture of his bicep, and he's got the word kafir on there.
Yes, I've seen that.
He's got the word kafir on his bicep, bro.
It's in plain sight now. These things are in plain sight,
mad.
Bro. This is ridiculous. And he actually goes on, this guy with kafir written on his bicep, he goes, and I quote, regimes that believe in Islamic prophetic illusions cannot possess nuclear weapons.
But we can.
Yeah. Islamic prophetic illusions. That's anyone. Yeah. That's anyone who claims to believe in the Prophet and the Sunnah.
Yeah.
This is...
But I mean, the irony of that, because he's intentionally working with a group of people that are working to bring the Antichrist.
Yes.
And we supposedly live in a Christian country where nobody's calling that out.
Yeah.
That's one of the most fascinating things to me.